Hey guys, it's Taylor, Killa Bee Jenkins. I just wanted to take a second to say to download and subscribe to the Fight Bananas podcast. If you don't, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Dave Van Auken with the Fight Bananas podcast. And guys, Taylor, Killa Bee Jenkins says to do it, you do it. Go get it, guys. Download and subscribe to the Fight Bananas podcast on all podcast platforms, and especially subscribe to the Fight Bananas YouTube channel. All right? We got tons of content. We put up all the podcasts on it, but, we go to shows. We got weigh-ins. We got, just YouTube exclusive interviews. So, Fight Bananas on YouTube. That's where it's at for sure. Guys, we had Killa Bee Jenkins week a couple weeks ago. So pumped to have her back on the podcast after her victory at King of the Cage. So much to talk to her about. But the main reason why we have her on the show, we're kind of doing something hypothetical, something out there. We're going to talk about if we had UFC 260, a all-female card. That's right, main event, first fight on the 5-fight card. It's on ESPN Plus. Give us $60. Here you go. 10 kick-ass females. They're going to get the job done. They're going to fight for titles, rivalries, respect. You know it. They're going to bang it out. They're going to fight inside the octagon. Taylor Jenkins is going to give her card. I'm going to give my card. And then you guys are going to say who won. I would usually say me, but I don't want to get punched in the face by Taylor. So, guys, vote for Taylor. Killa Bee Jenkins coming on the podcast. She's got big news, too, coming the way. God, so excited. What a great time to be a part of this Fight Bananas community. Our family, it's growing, and we're doing big things. So, here we go, guys. Taylor, Killa Bee Jenkins. All right, guys, on the Fight Bananas hotline, Taylor, Killa Bee Jenkins. How you doing, Taylor?
I am fantastic. How are you doing today?
Man, so good, so good. We're so blessed over here at Fight Bananas. So many big things are happening. We're just so excited. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. I just got off work. Everything's great. Got some exciting stuff coming up. I couldn't be happier, honestly.
Ooh. So when that happens, I guess we're going to have you back on the show because we like exciting. That's what we do. I don't know if you heard, we like surprise Jacob Kilburn on his UFC contract. So that's what we do here at Fight Bananas. We just surprise people all the time.
Yes, I'm excited. I have a really big surprise, and I can't wait to share it with you.
Awesome. Can't wait. So before we go into our all-female cards, I can't wait. We're going to go back and forth. I'm so excited. Your opinions and ideas, and just go back and forth. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Let's wrap everything up. We had a Killa Bee Jenkins week. King of the Cage, first round, you looked awesome. It was tremendous.
Thank you.
It was so cool seeing everything afterwards and all the pictures you put up there. People in the Fight Bananas community, they loved how you took it behind the scenes and inside and weigh-ins, and it was awesome. So for one, thank you. We appreciate it. And yeah, two, put a bow on that King of the Cage fight for you.
I know. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was awesome. It was just one of those things, when I was walking out to the cage, I was just thinking of everybody and everything, and, the whole week. I honestly kept thinking throughout the week, I'm doing this for everybody watching, and I got to go in and put a phenomenal spin on it just so that was the cherry on top of the week.
I like it. Guys, you can follow Taylor Jenkins on the Instagram, TAY Jenkins. Okay, so if you're ready, I'm ready. Would you want me to go first with my first bout? Would you want to go first? How do you want to run with it?
Yes. I have a question, though. Can it be any fight for any promotion, any discipline?
Yours could be if you have a list already. I was doing a UFC, just say UFC 260. And, dude, there's so many female fighters I love in Bellator. I love Kayla Harrison at PFL, but I kept this card just to UFC. But
let's do that. We'll stick with that. We can stick with that.
Okay, because it is your show and you can break the rules anytime you want. So
yes. Okay.
All right. Okay. So 5 fights usually on a pay-per-view card. It doesn't have to be a title match, but my last one is. But my very first fight, I like to have something to kind of start the night. I like to have a really exciting fight. I wish I could put Taylor Jenkins in this spot, but maybe one day soon. But the first fight, I would love to see Maci Barber versus Paige Vanzant.
Oh my gosh, you took one of my picks for a different fight, but yeah. That is a good fight. I would believe that Maci Barber would take it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think she's a monster. I think she's phenomenal, but for some reason she's just not my favorite.
Okay. It's so funny too. Yeah, her nickname's The Future. She wants to be the youngest UFC champion of all time. She's kind of on that path. Paige Vanzant's a little bit, just to be blunt, the past. She looks like she's just super into everything else except for the fight game. And I would love Maci would kind of say, all right, if you don't want to, be a part of it, you can do other stuff. But I just love how, and it's funny. Maci fought Jillian Robertson in her last fight in Boston, and we're big Jillian Robertson fans here on the podcast. She's been on our 100th episode, our first one. Huge fans of Jillian. And I was like, of course, I'm rooting for the Savage, and Maci did great. She looked awesome, and sometimes when you see that, and I was rooting so far to the other side, she made me a fan of Maci Barber that night. Just her, what she does inside the cage, she just goes forward. She's a stud. She really is. So my first fight, Maci Barber, Paige Vanzant.
Maci Barber and Paige Vanzant. Okay, so can I do my pick? And
yep.
It involves Paige Vanzant.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
I actually have one of my tribe members over at Jimmo is Justine Kish. I would love to see Justine Kish get to fight Paige Vanzant just because I know she wanted that opportunity.
Right.
And she called her out on Twitter and Instagram, and I know she's not fighting her. I can't remember exactly who Justine is actually fighting, but I remember she called out Paige Vanzant, and I was like, hell yeah, that would be a great fight.
Wow.
So I really wanted to see Justine fight Paige, so hopefully that maybe can happen in the future. But, I mean, like you said, we don't know what Paige Vanzant's, up to or what she's really, putting her energy and effort into with the fight game.
Right. And, man, everyone lives their own life, and I'm happy. Yeah. I want everyone to have success and do their thing. But, I just feel like, especially in the fight game, you have to be all in. It takes over everything. It's your love. It's your mistress. It's everything, right? It's the fight game is it. And I
commend Paige because I think she's a phenomenal fighter. I think she's beautiful. Right. She's gorgeous. She's the total package. But coming with the fight game, you definitely get opportunities in other things. So you get opportunities in other things. You grow. You get chances to do different things like design shoes and to have your own line of clothing, things that you're like, okay, well, you know what, I've done my part, and maybe I want to check out other things.
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's what I think she's in that transition, and I guess she's got one more fight on her deal, and that's what kind of the big whirlwind's been in the last 4 months with Paige. I think after this fight, I think she is done, and which is to me amazing. Anyone that can bring to what she's also going to do. What I love when MMA, UFC, mixed martial arts, whatever it is, it goes mainstream because I'm such a fan of it and fan of the fighters. The more mainstream it goes, the more dollars, the fighters get, you guys get. It's more it's more money for the regional scenes. And so if Paige can grab people, like you said, and just make, if she has a reality show, and my wife will watch it and be like, oh, wow, who's this? I'm like, darling, that's Paige Vanzant. She's a badass fighter. Oh, I didn't know that. I know her about her shoes. You know what I mean? So if she can bring people into the mainstream, bring more fans up, I support that 100%.
I do too, and I think she just got married. Maybe she wants to start popping out babies because you get married, you want to pop out babies, and
right.
There's I think a lot of people tend to forget too, as fighters, we have lives outside of fighting that that we have to live too, and sometimes it's like, hey, I kind of want to be a normal human for once. So I don't know, but I really would love to see her and Justine fight just because I know how Justine is. She's really got a gritty attitude and she's super tough. And I just think it would be awesome. She called Paige Vanzant a stupid star or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when you just have some kind of form of smack talk, it makes it that much even better.
It's awesome. And hey, talking about babies, Taylor, I don't think you're doing yourself your little justice. Your Instagram, like I said, Tay W. Jenkins, it's a great follow, super funny, great pictures. But, man, you got these two little boys on there all the time. They're, I think you're doing pretty good.
Thank you. It's crazy. They definitely switched my gears on my, I don't like the word motivation because motivation, I feel like motivation is a good word, but it's more so discipline, but they fueled my inspiration and motivation just to go a million times harder. And I didn't just have one, I had two. So it's like, okay, now I really got to go for it and show people, like, all right, just because I have two kids, I'm not like, I can do anything. So, like I've said before. But, yeah, they definitely just fuel my fire. But I also understand, like, I remember when I was even planning on having kids, I saw it and said, you know what, this is the perfect time for me to do it. I have time to bounce back and get back into fighting if I want to.
Right.
And that was my thing, was like, okay, I'm going to put fighting aside for right now so I can start a family. And then that's what I did, and I bounced back. But it's a lot of time and a lot of healing and going through that process of becoming a parent. So, yeah, if you'd ask me, I think Paige Vanzant wants to pop out babies.
Definitely. And I think they might be decently good looking. I'm just going to throw that out there, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They'd be gorgeous.
For sure. Okay, all right, so that's in the flyweight division. My second fight's in the strawweight division, and it's a rematch. My favorite word in mixed martial arts is the word trilogy. So maybe I can create a little bit of a trilogy here, but this is a rematch. Two ladies I absolutely love and adore, two absolute studs. I'm talking about Rose Namajunas versus Michelle Waterson.
Ooh,
that fight is insane. They fought once. They fought like in 2017, and Rose won in the second round with a rear naked choke. But I think Michelle she's upped her game for sure. I think Michelle Waterson's a different fighter. We're about to go into 2020 now. Her fight against Joanna, even in a loss, I gained so much more respect for her and her grit and her stand-up. So if we could see Rose versus Michelle too, I'm in. I'm a fan.
So you would want Michelle to win?
Yeah, I would, because I would want the trilogy.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely would be rooting for Michelle. I like Rose. I would like her to have a good comeback. She's like, just the way she carries herself, her attitude, like, towards everything is amazing. But Michelle Waterson, like, me being a mom and like following her and the way she speaks, being a mom and like doing what she does, like, I wanted, when she fought Joanna, like, I wanted her to be the mom champ, like, because I'm like, yes, like, as a mother. And she's just a really sweet, kind, funny person, and like, but it would be a great fight, and they're both tough as hell. Like, tough as hell.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's my second. What's your second?
Oh, my gosh, I have to really think on this. Let me think. I would like to see... I'm, like, all about the strawweight division. I'm trying to, like, switch it up and go up to, like, the heavier side. I really like, how do you say her name? Germaine Durandamy? Yeah,
GDR.
I would like to see her against maybe Tanya Evinger. I don't think she's is she still in the UFC?
Yeah, she is. She had a bad neck surgery, and she's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I really like Tanya Evinger just because of her attitude, and like, she's just funny as shit. Like, that would be a really good fight.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a great fight. Man, okay, I like that. Okay, we talked about it. This is going to be, so I got 3, so that's my first 2 fights. No titles on the line. My next 3 are all title fights. This one's for the flyweight title. And people can say I'm a little biased here, but hey, it's my show, so I can do whatever the hell I want. You ready? UFC flyweight champion, Valentina the Bullet. She's going to fight my girl, Jillian the Savage Robertson.
Yes.
I love that fight. I just think it's... For one, Valentina's so tough, and she's just, literally going through people. Her head kick knockout of this year was one of the best knockouts, of the year. And I know Jillian's coming over a loss, and people are going to be like, really, Dave? I'm like, yeah, really. I think, for one, she's that good. She's that great on the ground. So I think she's the perfect matchup for Valentina, because I think she can kind of get gritty and dirty and get her on the ground. She'll choke. She'll definitely choke Valentina. She's just that good. So I got the Savage Robertson winning the flyweight title. Yeah,
I agree. And I think Valentina, like, I think she just carries this energy and like, of like an I'm unbeatable, like that you can't touch me. So like, I think that would just be like a shock the world moment to like have something like that happen.
Right. It's so funny. It happens all the time. I feel like when Holly Holm did it to Ronda Rousey, I feel but a little bit of when Amanda Nunes did it with Cyborg. There's like these big moments in female MMA. It's like, wow, we did not see that coming, because I almost feel like some of these girls, they go on such a run. Zhangwei Lee's 20 straight fights in a row. You know, Ronda, when she was doing her work, she was like, you know, I call her the Babe Ruth of female MMA, and she's just like, she went on that run. It was just incredible. And kind of Valentina is on this run right now. She's just going through everyone. She beat Joanna. She beat Liz Carmouche. The head kick to Jessica Ai. She's incredible. So that's my flyweight title fight.
Okay. Let me think. I want to go with, I'm thinking Nina Ansaroff with, she hasn't fought Andrea Lee yet, has she?
I don't think so.
I don't think
look
so.
that up.
I'm going to go with that. Andrea Lee and Nina Ansaroff.
I like that fight, too. There you go. Nina misses Amanda Nunes. I love how they're together. What a great couple. A power couple in MMA for sure. Let me see. Andrea Lee. And she's a stud. Gosh, Lee is so good.
Yeah, she is.
No, they haven't fought yet. That would be a good fight. I like that fight.
Yeah, I think that would be a great fight.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right.
I don't know whose favor I was playing. I'm just like a big fan of Nina. I think her and Amanda are like a power couple, and she's really cool. But that would just be like a pretty cool fight to see. I know that's probably not some huge fan favorite, but those are two people that I really like. I really enjoy watching fight, and that I like following.
Right. Oh, for sure.
That would be great.
And that's why I really wanted you on the show. And when I thought of this idea, I really thought of you. And that's what makes it so great. Yours and my, opinions or tastes, like different stuff. Hey, I love Taco Bell and Dunkin' Donuts. It is what it is, right? So like everyone's different and everyone has different fans. Like I love Montana De La Rosa, right? Like maybe not a lot of other people don't. So like it comes and goes. No, Lee's actually coming off a loss to Joanne Condit, but she's on her. Gosh, she won 7 fights before that. Yeah, she's a stud. She's 30 years old, and Nina's 34. So that's like a really cool. The close in age, and that'd be a good fight. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm giving you $60. I like this card. Before we go into our co-main event and main event, I want to, shout out someone who's good to both of us, and that's End Still Nutrition. I know.
Absolutely.
Right? Talk about what they do for you and what you've been taking. I take that joint jitsu, and it's just awesome. It makes my body feel good. And,
it is.
Right? It's good.
The first time I took it, I've never really been one for taking supplements and stuff, like pre-workout and things like that. And the first time I took it, I went to go have like an extremely heavy like lifting session. I took that joint jitsu an hour before, and man, I was like moving weight that I don't think I've moved in a long time. And I had like taken time off, and I was like, wow, I feel like my knees weren't hurting, my back wasn't hurting. They're just amazing.
It is. Hey.
And Still Nutrition just shows me amazing support, and it's not just like a here, do this, and do that. It's like really genuinely showing me great support and believing me and following me and showing me support in every way.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's, when we started talking and, you were on the Fight Bananas podcast a couple times and we did the whole week. And I was like, guys, End Still is such a great company. I've been working with them for years and years. And, I love to pass it forward and pass it on. I'm like, guys, End Still and Taylor would be a great relationship, a great working relationship. I love your momentum and your vibe and everything that you're putting out there. And End Still, like you said, it's just, they're so good and supportive. So I'm like, okay, we got to make this happen. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like when you match make a little bit, it's like, hey, okay, we're going to make this happen. So, okay.
We're all just becoming best friends. Best days.
There we go, for sure. Okay, so we're in our co-main event. This is our hypothetical all-female cards. This fight is just so close to my heart. It's kind of a little bit like Jillian. The co-main event is for the featherweight championship, and the champ is Amanda Nunes. She is, to me, she could walk away from the sport and be the greatest female fighter to ever live. And I'm gonna put her against Felicia Spencer, the Phenom.
Ooh,
She lives in Orlando, Florida. She's been on the show a couple times. It's so funny. Me and Felicia actually go way back years and years ago when she was in Invicta and she was doing her thing. And her and I always talked, and we'd done interviews and so many stuff. And she always said, hey, one day I'm going to fight Cyborg. and that dream came a reality. And I know she lost on a decision, but she was made a superstar that night. It was a little bit of like that Stephan Bonner Forrest thing. Like everyone just respected so much what Felicia did inside that octagon. Yeah, I would love to see that. And same thing with Jillian. Felicia has this unbelievable ground game, and if, the fight gets transitional and gets a little greasy and it goes on the ground, you never know. But Amanda Nunes is the best female alive. It's incredible.
I agree, and I believe that she's extremely underrated in the sense that, like, people don't realize, like, how bad she really is.
100%.
Like, people do not realize, like, how serious Amanda Nunes is, and I don't believe that people give her a lot of people don't give her the credit that she deserves, because she is a monster. And I agree, like, we don't even get to see, really, Amanda Nunes get down and dirty on the ground because, she's knocking people the hell out.
Right.
So that would be interesting to get to see her show off her ground game and stuff like that, but I've heard she hits like a truck, so...
It's so funny. She's down there at American Top Team, and I go down there every so often. Same thing. Her coaches, her training partners, and I talked to a lot of the girls down there, Jillian, Kayla, all these girls down there, and she just doesn't hit pads with the other girls just because she hits that hard. It's incredible stuff. So I can't wait. UFC 245 is around the corner, and I just can't wait to see her fight. But my dream fight is Amanda Nunes versus Felicia Spencer. So who's in your co-main event? Who is
my co-main event? I'm gonna go to the strawweight division. Jessica Andrade versus Carla Esparza. I know that Carla Esparza has been she has been in the losing column, but I want to see two people that can wrestle, and I just think it would be a good fight to see them to go. I think that Carla Esparza's wrestling is really good, and I'm really odd. Like, I really either like a good striking or like a really good wrestling jiu-jitsu. Like, it's like sometimes I love the knockout, sometimes I just love when people, because I feel like too a lot of people don't realize the beauty of wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
Right.
That would be more of a fight that I'd want to see, like some wrestling and jiu-jitsu play out.
No, that's awesome. Hey, anytime her nickname's the Cookie Monster. So anytime you can put food inside a nickname, like you're on my list. So that's another great fight by you. And she's actually won 2 in a row. I just looked that up right now. She's won 2 in a row. So she lost it. She lost to Claudia. She lost to Soares, who's a complete monster. She's really, really good. Tatiana.
That was going to be my next pick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, we won't say that. Okay, so all right, mine, and the news broke a couple of days ago about it, and it is what it is. And this is the best fight I think they can make in any female, any weight division, any cross promotion. I love these two girls and just the momentum that they're on. It's a little bit new school versus old school. Strawweight championship, Zhangwei Lee versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. This is that
is going to be a good fight.
I cannot wait because I think Wei Lee has this, like, I'm just going to walk through you, this old school, like, I feel like Mike Tyson, like even Ronda Rousey, whatever it is, like, she just, like, walks through people. She's so athletic. She's just so new evolution of female MMA. And, hey, no one walks through Joanna. No one pushes Joanna out of the way. And I just think it's this stand-up war. I'm just so intrigued to see it. And I think people when Joanna lost, and she lost to Thug Rose, and some people just have your number. And, I just don't think I don't think she's done. Like, I think she's still one of the best female fighters in the world, and I think she's going to prove it coming up. So I got Joanna probably winning my main event for my hypothetical all-female card.
Yeah, I like that. I just don't think Joanna's going to get her. I just don't.
Right. And
I just don't.
A lot of people. I talked about this actually on a previous episode, and a lot of people are like, Zhangwei Lee, she's just so her moment. She's won 20 straight fights, and that's like my rule.
Exactly.
When someone's on a winning streak like that, don't bet against it. Like just keep riding it. I don't know. It's a feeling. It's just this. I don't think Joanna's ready to pass the torch yet, and if she loses this fight, it's going to be really hard for her to get another title fight. So, There's just something about it, you know.
So there's that. That's like that motivation of like, okay, I've got one shot. Like,
right.
I've literally got one shot. And, you know, after losing, like I know she just won the last one against Michelle Waterson. But when you've lost, especially more than once, it's like it gives you this vendetta of like, I don't ever want to feel that feeling again.
Right.
Especially like after losing and then winning and coming back, it's like, all right, no, like there's no more time for losing. So I know she's going to have that vendetta on her. Getting herself in some pretty deep water here with Zhangwei Lee.
I know. It's going to be insane. Okay, so that's my main event. What is Taylor Killa Bee Jenkins' main event, her hypothetical female fight card? Who's in your main event?
It can be anybody past or present, or does it have to be like who's in there right now?
You're the queen of the show, so it's whatever you want.
Okay, we'll switch it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say what my dream fight would have been. I know how it would go now, but like the one fight that I always wanted to see that I held on to hope for that never happened was Ronda Rousey versus Cyborg.
Oh,
that was like my dream fight. Ronda Rousey versus Cyborg.
I'm 100% agreeing with you. I love that fight. That's like like Tyson versus Ali. To me, that's like that kind of fight. So I'm assuming just because of like what we saw past, you think Cyborg would just probably go right through her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
You're probably right.
But if I'm going to speak like in the current times, like who's in right now, my dream would be to see Nico Montano, which I know not a lot of people maybe have heard of her. Nico Montano versus Valentina Shevchenko, just because of how things played out with Nico getting her belt stripped. I believe that was just like a huge smack in the face. I believe that Nico definitely should have been able to keep her belt and fight Valentina after she was healthy, after she had gone through what she did. Yeah, that's my main event right there. That's one fight that I've always like held on to as well after Nico got stripped of her belt.
Right. Wow. So you kind of have like two main events. You're giving more to the people. Like you're definitely you're a people. You're giving people double main events. Your whole card was awesome. Wow, so pumped. I'm gonna do a quick plug, and I know you might do a quick plug. Same kind of field, but two different sponsors. One of for us is the Fusion CBD products. I use it so much, Taylor. It's awesome. It's the CBD InstaFreeze. I'm getting a little bit older. I got kids running around everywhere, so like after the day's over, you get this freeze and just lower back, shoulders, wherever. You know what I mean? It just takes care of everything. Fusion CBD products is on point.
Yeah, your knees aren't popping and locking like they used to, huh?
Oh my gosh.
I have so many people that it's like insane. Let me just ramble off everybody. I would like to thank And Still Nutrition, like we talked about before. You are amazing. I thank you for your support. Honey Athletics, Carolina CBD Hempire. We need to get some of that, some of the Fusion Freeze over there. They own the CBD shop here close to home for me for Gastonia, and they have all things CBD. They have every product you could even think of. They're amazing, and they need to get some of that on their shelves.
Taylor, definitely get with them. Give them my address, and they can ship away. I am open to CBD products coming to the Van Auken House. Yes.
Yeah, Just Heart Apparel, Honey Athletics. Bearded Mother Trucker Beard Oil. I don't have a beard, but I know lots of people that do have beards, and they just support me so much. Gosh, I'm like, I always hate when I get put on the spot for this because I'm like, okay. Let me think. A+ Rooter. Let me think. Women of the Carolinas Fight Life. Let me think. Jimmo, where I train, my team, my family.
Okay, so Taylor, real quick, this is a behind the scenes stuff for you. You were kind enough to put a really cool video out there, and it's awesome. People are like, I've already got numerous responses. One of them was from our main guy there, Impa Kasanganai, and he kind of just did like the laugh emoji. He goes, dude, Taylor's my girl. I love Taylor. I'm like, yeah, man, she's part of the Fight Bananas family. He goes, Fight Bananas. We love you guys. I'm like, man, I love me some Impa. Impa's the best.
He is. Shout out to Impa. Yeah, Impa is the best. I'm just hoping he's recovering well. He was supposed to fight 2 weeks ago and suffered from kidney failure.
I know.
It wasn't due to the weight cut, but yeah, those things kind of happen. It's just part of being a human and being in the fight game and putting our bodies under what we do.
Right, right.
Let me think. Oh, Lord. I don't know. I have so many people think. Pets Botanicals. And I think I've covered everybody, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. My brain's fried. I've been serving up coffee all day. And I think that's it. And thank you. Thank you so much for your constant support. Always wanting to chat with me. It means the world to me, and I appreciate it. And I love chatting with you.
No, it's awesome. You're always welcome on the show anytime. We'll definitely text our best friend gifts back and forth. We'll do that all day long. Like I said, guys, yeah, and follow Taylor Jenkins on Instagram, TAYW Jenkins. Real easy. She's a great follow. It's fun. A lot of fight pictures, cute pictures of these boys. I think you're going to like it a lot. So, Taylor,
yes.
Appreciate you. We'll have you on very soon because we know news will be breaking, and the Fight Bananas loves that kind of stuff. So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll talk to you.
I'm hoping like this week or next week. I'm hoping next week, like as soon as possible.
Okay, yeah, we'll do like a live show or something. We'll get you on Skype or even Facebook Live, and we'll break some news.
Okay, we need to make it fun. Like we need like some kind of something to just make it even more exciting than what it is, even though it's super, super exciting.
It is. How about this? I'm going to fly to you in my personal helicopter, and you know how they do like the Jesus loves you in the white letters in the clouds? Like we're going to do your stuff. Like, hey, this is the news, and it's going to be this beautiful into the clouds from my personal helicopter.
There we go. I love being extra and dramatic. So that sounds like perfect. That's perfect. I couldn't ask for a better review.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. We're going to talk to you very soon. Taylor Jenkins, have a good day.
You too.
All right, guys, we are back. What a great show we had with Taylor Killa Bee Jenkins. Man, we got to thank some more people that make this show possible. And if you're listening to it and you're watching it, how much did we charge you? Oh, it's absolutely free. And how it's free is because of our amazing sponsors. They put the electric on, and, they pay for the water bill and all that stuff. So, guys, another one is Mako Tech Mouth Guards. I'm telling you, show them some love on Instagram. That's where I follow them. Mako Tech, TAK_ Mouth Guards. They are doing some of the mouth guards for some of the most premier fighters on this planet. I'm talking about, guys, she is so amazing. She has a dentistry in Alabama, and she went beyond and above for Jacob Kilburn to make this happen. She's now a sponsor for Jacob Kilburn, so many more. I'm talking about Brock Weaver, SD Dumez, Griffin Fist, just a ton of talent that they have underneath their umbrella, and they're just getting started. So great company, great person to be with, Mako Tech Mouth Guards. Last but definitely not least, family from us since day one, Warhammer Fightwear. We're definitely connected. They have some of the best shirts in MMA, leggings for the girls. We just had an all-female UFC card. And guys, if they had Warhammer Fightwear leggings, they're living the dream. Come on, female MMA. They have stuff for the kids. They have a trucker hat that I wear. They got the shirt. I just wear this Warhammer Fightwear shirt. It's so comfortable. It's a little bit of that stretch material. WarhammerFightwear.com, or just check them out on Amazon. Go on the little Amazon. It's an app on your phone. You have it. You bought something from it today. It's the holidays. Talking about that. Happy holidays, everyone. Man, we're so thankful and so blessed. The Fight Bananas podcast is on absolute fire. 2019's been great. 2020 is going to blow your mind. It's literally going to be bananas.